Hello guys, Arthur here, and this is ZSL track review part 3 for Tubular. And we start with angle controlled by Westside, and for me it was just pure luck that allowed me finish this track. It starts hard, it's continue hard, it's end even harder for some moments. So right from the beginning of this track you need to jump in specific way to land on a tube, and yet again you have just 7 minutes, like limited amount of price. I spent like hours. Then if you're lucky enough you need to jump into the pipe in the way to make 180 and going upside down, or be again like as I am to do. And also you need to maintain speed to not hit the pipe inside of it and continue in the uphill. But if you do it slow as I am, you can't use over jump line, which is shown by the dots. I tried once, I didn't make it. I was so frustrated because it was almost at the end. And yet again, if you're quite slow, there is a speed check at the end, uphill, which you also can't really do if you're slow. Probably if you're, let's say, in top 5 of the ZSL, then you can do it smoothly, easily, and everything will be fine. But for all others, I think it will be very, very difficult. Snowfall by Ajax, Marg, and St. Nicholas. And from the track itself, it feels nice, it feels smooth. The only thing for me, as usual, was the problem with all icy parts, and probably they cause my problem with finishing at normal time. But it's not everywhere ice, so it just have limited impact. I believe it's also the problem that I'm still bad at pipey parts, so at least I finish it in some like medal time, but still not close to gold. So it's hard from time perspective, but from it's pretty finishable. ZSL-Zeeple Zoo by Shinikage, and yet another tricky track. So it's all track done from first person view, and yes, now you can change it, but I found that if you're doing it like from third person view, because of all transparent pipe, it's even harder. So you need to react on all changes on the track because it's all inside the pipe and you need to maintain a lot of speed. Or be again as pretty lucky as I am, so some transitions, some elements was quite hard or lucky from me, and I still beat the after time, which I think with ideal line easily be like 38. So yeah, very tricky one. Northwind Quarry by Northwind, and I would say traditional track, nothing really hard if you can drive on outer pipe, like doing all these turns. You can do it risky with jump or do it like smoothly with no air time, and at some point it could be even beneficial because you have more time on downhill and you don't lose time on landing or speed on landing, so it could be better. But overall it's smooth track, you have a lot of time for each element. The only question is the half pipe or quarter pipe at the end. I don't know why there. I thought if you have a lot of speed you will be like thrown there, but no, you have time to just go straight forward to the finish. But again, I barely made gold medal, so maybe if you do an AT and you have a lot of time you need to use a low rate. Project Room by Tubular, and this is very interesting, very fun track. It's not really hard when you realize and understand what you need to do. So basically you choose one of the color arrows and follow the path. The main thing that you need to collect as many boosters as you can and be as smooth as you can and follow the arrows. And basically it's a knot. It's like the Mobius loop, or which is like infinity, and on my opinion the green would be slightly faster, at least at the beginning. I have faster time and faster speed, like half a second, but I never finish by choosing green arrow. Blossoming Hell by ZSL. Yet another interesting track which like caused me different things at the beginning. When I saw the line, I was, oh damn, it's really hard. Then I was, oh no, it looks pretty nice, pretty fun, until I was tried to do the half loop after checkpoint 3, and because at some point you're going upside down, your steering is changed, and I failed a lot. And then right after that, there is like a small sign that you need to switch to first person view, make you last part easier. I didn't saw it for first couple attempts, and I was like really bad at it. But when you switch, it become like normal easy part of the track. That is Fiction by VROOOM, and this is really interesting and slightly weird from my expectation track, and this is because of guidelines. So at least as how I see, for all sharp turn you have like green line, green dots or green elements of the tube where you're supposed to put your soulbox, your cart, and you need to follow them, but they are inconsistent. At some point they are there, at some, again, sharp turns, loops, they're nothing, so it's mixed up, it's make my brain hurt. So this makes this track tricky. So again, from my point of view, I'd rather to have more like guidelines where and how I need to go and take this track, but overall it's like doable, just not fast enough from my point of view or from my experience level. Twisty to be by Lexer, and this is very nice, interesting track. Yes, with some hard elements from pipes, but they're not really so hard, and well, all part or all pipey track suggests some of slightly advanced levels of ZipKist, because a lot of the loops, inside pipe, out pipe, like half ramp transition, and this track like have 3 or 4 of them. So if you can do all these elements fast and smooth, this is pretty easy track. If you have some problem, you probably will struggle on such type of track. ZSL City Circuit by Sandals, and this is quite fun track. If you know how to drive pipes, it's pretty easy. If you don't know, it still gives you a lot of opportunity to learn and finish this track. At the beginning you need to do several transition and inner turns, and after that, after checkpoint 3, you need to jump into the pipe and do like upside down loop. But even if you won't have enough speed before the jump into the pipe, there are boosters. The only tricks after that is that near the finish, the last turn, because you have a lot of speed, it could be tricky to turn into the finish. The Ancient Pass by Quarry 9, and from my point of view, this is quite hard track because it's all sands, but like in theme, Ancient Pass, like pyramids and other stuff. And again, you need to do several correct jumps and transitions, and because it's sand, you don't have the same amount of grip. For the checkpoint like 6, I think first person of view is better, but again, right now when you can change it, so it's good to have this gate to show you, but they don't give you any advantage. But just for perspective, to have this upside down outer loop, it just feels easier. Okay guys, thanks for watching this third part of ZSL and these new 10 tracks. I hope you join, leave likes, leave comments, and I have one question that was bring during some discussion on the Discord. Do you take in account or like looking in the theme of track for ZSL, like in Cube? Do you think it's really important thing, or it's just something that you can ignore, just let me know just what you think. And as I said, thanks for watching, leave like, subscribe, and see you in the part 4.